Hey, this is Mark watching MTC Media, talking about the trade last night that sends Cat to the Knicks, and Minnesota's going to get Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo in return. We're talking about it from a Minnesota perspective. This is a positive because Cat and Gobert playing together. I don't know how much longer you could have lasted doing that. They did get some floor spacing in getting Dante DiVincenzo. I think the DiVincenzo pick is not being talked about enough because Minnesota certainly could have used the additional three-point shooting in the Dallas series, and it does allow them to play a little bit faster, something else they needed in that series. And you already have a guy who can get things off schedule in Anthony Edwards, obviously. And then bringing in Julius Randle. This is one of those ones where he's another ball dominant guy, but he does play both ends of the floor, so he should fit into the Timberwolves culture. As far as from a defensive perspective, he did show with Thibodeau that he was willing to do those things and acquiesce on the defensive end. There is a little bit of worry about how ball dominant Randle will be. I think that's something he needs to adjust to. But if you put Randle and Naz Reid out there together, and Naz Reid can spread the floor, and Randle can be a little bit more ball dominant, especially if Gobert is off the floor, Anthony Edwards is off the floor. It works for Minnesota in those laws where maybe Edwards is out or maybe Edwards is in a rough patch. So for Minnesota to have an additional scorer and an additional shot creator is something they're going to need in the Western Conference. And when you look at that Western Conference and you talk about the teams, the Denvers of the world, Memphis getting back John Morant for the entire year, Phoenix, the Clippers, the Lakers, you can go on and on and on and on. And the Pelicans having a healthy and apparently slimmed down Zion Williamson. For Minnesota needing to do this, it made sense. And then the elephant in the room, the ownership situation in Minnesota is dysfunctional right now. Who knows who's going to eventually end up being the owner or what ownership group. What we do know is they did not want to continuously go that far into tax, and Cat's contract puts them there. They weren't going to move Gobert. They give up 5 first-round picks for Gobert, and the thought process could have been, hey, Cat's time and this being his team has ended. It ended when Anthony Edwards became Anthony Edwards. So you get out of the financial weight that Cat was causing. So for both teams, it made sense on and off the floor. It's Mark Washington, MTC Media.